Follow me, let me show you the way. Follow me, let me show you the way to a place where all your tears fade away.
The Netherlands, sometimes referred to in error as Holland. This country is so much more than tulips, windmills, and coffee shops.
Rich in history, art, and culture, this lowland country in northern Europe sports beautiful canals, buildings, and landscape.
We give you the essentials of any Netherlands visit in this episode of Tastes of Europe.
Best of the Netherlands.
Follow me, let me show you the way. Follow me, let me show you the way to a place where all your tears fade away. Follow me, let me show you the way. Follow me, let me show you the way.
The history of the Netherlands is rich. A militarized Roman border area gave way to an influx of Germanic peoples. Frisian, Low Saxons, and Franks, much of the ethnic peoples of the region.
The region changed rulers many times, from the Frankish Holy Roman Empire to Burgundian rule and finally Spanish rule. This led to the Dutch Revolt, which split the country along Catholic and Protestant lines.
In the 17th century, the Netherlands peaked in its global influence during their golden age, as world leaders in trade, industry, arts, and sciences.
Their influence declined in the 18th century, and for a time they were controlled by Napoleon. Then the House of Orange, and in 1848 became a parliamentary democracy.
They remained neutral in World War I and occupied by the Nazis in World War II. You can visit places like the Anne Frank House, Dutch Holocaust Museum, or the Dutch Resistance Museum in Amsterdam, or the Corrie ten Boom House in Haarlem to learn more.
Today they are a free and prosperous country and member of the European Union. Any visit to the Netherlands cannot go without enjoying the beautiful canals. Canals were a very important part of moving goods through cities throughout the Netherlands.
But their function now has changed. There's no better way to view the beauty of places like Amsterdam and Utrecht than by a canal tour. Notice all the beautiful bridges, flowers, architecture, and houseboats.
Follow me, let me show you the way. Follow me, let me show you the way. Follow me, let me show you the way. Follow me.
The prosperity of the Dutch Golden Age brought about the great demand for Renaissance-era artwork. Influenced by the Italian Renaissance, many great artists emerged from the Netherlands.
From Bruegel, Bosch, Vermeer, Frans Hals, and Rembrandt, Dutch art is rich and beautiful. You also can't forget the famous modern Dutch artist, Vincent van Gogh.
Any visit to the Netherlands should include some of the world's greatest art museums and sites. The Rijksmuseum, Van Gogh Museum, and the Rembrandt House in Amsterdam are essential.
Or the Maurice Weiss Royal Picture Gallery and Escher in the Palace in The Hague, Vermeer Centrum in Delft, or the Frans Hals Museum in Haarlem.
Don't forget to look up and enjoy the beautiful architecture of many of the Dutch cities. Amsterdam influenced Peter the Great when he built St. Petersburg. Notice the different types of gables at the top of many of the roadhouses along the canals.
Let's not forget about tulips. Brought to the region in the 15th century by the Ottoman Empire, the wet, low-lying conditions were perfect for tulips.
Visit in early spring and take a tour of the tulip route in the region from Haarlem to Leiden.
Dutch culture is very independent and modern. The Dutch tend to be very organized and direct. This is not rude, just honest and straight to the point.
Although the Netherlands is a small country, you will notice that the culture in the north can vary greatly from the south in demeanor, societal norms, and even in spoken dialects.
Bikes, trains, and trams are the primary source of getting around in the Netherlands. In most places, you do not need a car. Trains literally go everywhere, and the tram system in Amsterdam is great.
Most Dutch have simple bikes to avoid theft, and they take their bike lanes seriously. So be careful and do not walk into the bike lanes.
Here we are down on Dam Square in Amsterdam.
In a China-style bicycle ride.
It's pretty busy down Dam Square, pretty touristy, but once you get off those Dam Square, you can really see some really quaint locations in Amsterdam. Recommend a canal boat ride. Really gets you oriented. You gotta see take use of the metro system here. You won't want to have a car in Amsterdam for sure. The metro gets you everywhere. The Netherlands is the land of the iconic windmill. Although not needed in the modern world, you can find these quaint and historical structures if you know where to go. But these are essential for any trip to the Netherlands.
Windmills provide power through wind off the North Sea. The windmills can be used as grist mills, wood mills, or most importantly, pump water.
Windmills and the ancient Archimedes screw helped the Dutch reclaim huge swaths of land from the sea. Through use of dikes and windmills to pump the water out, much of the Netherlands is technically under sea level. So the blades would turn these gears that would then turn the millstones here, and the grain would go down a chute to a level below.
Follow me, let me show you the way. Follow me, let me show you the way to a place where all your tears fade away.
Food in the Netherlands is not very diverse, and many people eat other ethnic foods. However, there are some unique food experiences that are essential in the Netherlands.
You must visit a local market in any major city. Some are run on specific days, while the Waterloopen market in Amsterdam is open daily.
Here you can find poffertjes. These are tiny bite-sized pancakes served with butter and powdered sugar.
Or stroopwafels, which is warm caramel pressed between two fresh-made waffle cone-like cookies.
Or visit a herring stand for fresh herring right from the sea, served with pickles and chopped onions.
Gotta try herring here in the Netherlands. This is raw herring, served with a little bit of onion.
And so there are very many teenagers here in the weekend standing in the street with
It's
the
good.
beers
Very good.
in the afternoon.
Although you can find some great Michelin restaurants in the Netherlands, like Florin in Amsterdam,
We prefer exploring slightly more traditional foods at some popular places with the locals.
we're at Van Doben having some of their rolls. Judy got the meatball roll, and I got the roasted pork roll. Here's the croquet with bread. It's like on the same roll. Having a late night in Amsterdam? You can still get fresh hot food from a vending machine. Yes, a vending machine.
Be sure to try the Dutch croquettes, frites, or French fries with a variety of dipping sauces, Dutch pancakes, and bitterballs. Although not famous for food, there are a few gems if you look hard.
The upstairs Pancakenhuis is one of those gems. It is a tiny restaurant upstairs of a private owner's flat.
The quaint little place only takes reservations within 7 days, and I highly recommend you do so.
The Dutch pancakes are thicker than crepes, but thinner than American pancakes.
They come with a variety of toppings and are delicious.
Here in Amsterdam, they eat bitterballs. Just about every restaurant serves these. They're like deep fried gravy with veal bits in it. It's really good with this Amstel Radler. Many parts of Northern Europe are better suited to dairy than crops. Thus, cheese is a huge part of Dutch culture.
The Netherlands is home to Gouda or Edam. Young Goudas are very mild, while old Goudas are dry and sharp.
Visit a cheese shop and try some samples. If it is pasteurized cheese, you can bring it home with you to the States.
Follow me, let me show you the way to a place where.
Although touristy, many people enjoy the Heineken experience in Amsterdam. Amstel is popular and also brewed in Amsterdam. We also encourage to visit local craft breweries as well.
The Dutch people are more tolerant of and have a more liberal view of marijuana use. It does not mean they agree with it, they just have chosen an easier and legal way to deal with it.
You may choose to visit a coffee shop while in the Netherlands. Sometimes they can be very busy or crowded at peak times, but most are very relaxing and range from old to very upscale and chic.
The Dampkring in Amsterdam is also where a scene in the movie Ocean's 11 was filmed.
Go to the bar and ask for a menu, and the server will answer any questions you may have. The coffee shops also serve actual coffee, mint tea, and snacks. Enjoy your beer and coffee responsibly.
The Netherlands is not all about Amsterdam.
To really experience it, you should leave Amsterdam and visit one of the many beautiful cities and towns farther afield.
The Centraal train station in Amsterdam is very convenient, and in 30 minutes you could be in Haarlem or 3 hours in Maastricht.
Aside from Amsterdam, here are some of our favorite cities in the Netherlands.
Follow me, let me show you the way. Follow me, let me show you the way to a place where all your tears fade away. Follow me, let me show you the way. 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 Follow me, let me show you the way to a place where all your tears fade away. Follow me, let me show you the way. Follow me, let me show you the way to a place where all your tears fade away. Follow me, let me show you the way. Follow me, let me show you the way to a place where all your tears fade away.
From history to canals,
From art and culture to cheese,
from food to coffee shops,
we believe we have armed you with all the essentials to maximize your trip to the Netherlands.
this is Jim and
Judy,
Butler for the Taste of Europe.
thanks for watching.